Buckle up, gamers, because tonight we are going deep on the 2024 Game Awards.
Ooh, yeah, should be fun.
Seriously, I mean, you sent over that recap and...
Oh, it's a crazy year.
I know. There's so much to unpack here. We got to hit the highlights, the surprises.
Definitely.
And, those moments that make you go, wait, what?
For sure.
We're talking big wins, trailers.
The whole shebang.
Exactly. So basically, if you missed the show, don't worry.
We gotcha.
We got you covered. You're going to be totally in the loop after this deep dive.
Absolutely.
So first things first. Game of the year.
Yeah, the big one.
Always a nail biter. I was thinking it would be one of those huge EE titles.
One of the blockbusters, yeah.
But then, bam, Astrobot takes the crown.
I know, total shock.
Seriously. Little Astro stealing the show.
I mean, it's a fantastic game, don't get me wrong.
Oh, for sure.
But I think this is something really interesting about where gaming is going.
Oh, tell me more.
Like, maybe we're kind of craving that pure fun again. You know, that classic platforming charm.
Like a palate cleanser almost?
Exactly. And it's not just Astrobot. Remember when Stray won a few years back?
Oh, yeah?
And Tunic. So good.
Such a gem.
I think it's a trend, honestly.
Totally. And then we've got Balatro, which pretty much...
Swept the awards.
Swept the awards, yeah. I mean, Best Direction and a bunch more.
Most awarded game of the night, for sure.
I'll be honest, it's not usually my go-to genre.
Yeah, I get it.
But everyone's buzzing about it, so what's the deal?
It's a masterpiece of atmosphere.
Okay.
It really gets under your skin emotionally.
Wow.
It's that perfect blend of psychological thriller, but also like interactive art.
Interesting.
It's a very specific vibe, but the critics are obsessed.
So you're saying...
I think it's worth stepping outside your comfort zone for this one.
All right, you've convinced me.
Oh.
I'm adding it to the list.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to story, art, and music.
Holy Trinity.
Right. The Witcher 4th snagged Best Narrative.
What?
Which, huge news, especially with Ciri as the main character. I mean, talk about pressure.
It's a bold move for sure.
Right. She's got big shoes to fill, following Geralt.
Yeah, but it opens up so many possibilities for the story, you know?
Totally.
Ciri's got such a rich history and her powers.
It's a whole different dynamic, right?
Exactly. Like, we've only seen glimpses of her story through Geralt.
Right.
Now we get to dive deep into her world.
So exciting. Now, Elden Ring, Night Train, took home Best Art Direction, which, considering how gorgeous the original Elden Ring is a huge accomplishment.
I know, right? Talk about raising the bar.
What's the art style like in Night Train?
It's like they took that classic Elden Ring world and made it more stylized, dreamlike almost.
Really?
It's still grand, still incredibly detailed.
It's like a whole new perspective on a world we thought we knew.
Exactly.
So cool. And for all you audiophiles out there, The Outer Worlds 2 nabbed Best Music Audio. Anything stand out about the soundtrack or the composer?
The soundtrack is incredible, really synth-heavy. Oh, nice.
With that retro-futuristic vibe.
I love that.
And it just fits perfectly with that satirical sci-fi world they've created.
I can already hear it. It's like Blade Runner meets Cowboy Bebop, but, you know, with that Outer Worlds humor sprinkled in.
Okay, gotta love that. So, awards were amazing, but let's be real.
The trailers.
The trailers, yes. Yeah. The glimpses into the future. And this year... oh boy, did they deliver. You had some questions about some of the announcements, right?
Yes. So many. Where do we even begin?
Let's start with The Witcher 4th. We know Ciri's protagonist. We know it's Unreal Engine 5, so...
visually stunning. Oh, yeah.
But what about the story?
Total mystery, honestly.
Oh, come on.
I know, but that's what makes it so exciting, right?
True.
Some people think it'll be a time jump, filling in those gaps in Geralt's timeline.
Okay.
Others think it might go totally off the rails, new characters, new factions.
It could be anything.
The possibilities are endless.
So high-fived. Now, Elden Ring, Night Train. Huge surprise that it's not a direct sequel.
I know, right? Threw me for a loop.
But it sounds amazing.
It does, set in the lands between, but the big focus is multiplayer.
So like co-op Elden Ring?
Exactly. Imagine battling those bosses with your friends, or exploring those creepy areas together, or even like player versus player combat.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Well, it's gonna be wild.
Elden Ring, but social. Sign me up. Okay, lightning round. Hit me with some other exciting announcements.
All right, rapid fire. Ninja Gaiden, Ragebound, 2D side-scroller.
What?
Yeah, totally unexpected. Made by a Spanish studio, too.
Wow, interesting.
Then we have Slay the Spire 2 Early Access in 2025.
You know I'm going to be all over that.
I figured. And lastly, the biggest mystery of the night.
Ooh, I love a good mystery.
Dave the Diver. in the jungle. We know basically nothing.
Seriously.
Seriously. But Mint Rocket, they make some super creative games.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm really curious what this is going to be.
Underwater exploration meets jungle survival.
Who knows?
Gotta love a good cliffhanger. Speaking of memorable moments, that live performance of the Outer Worlds 2 soundtrack, people are still raving about it.
Oh, yeah. It was electric. It was the perfect way to showcase that soundtrack, you know?
And it just brings everyone together.
Totally. Celebrating games, celebrating the music.
Exactly. And we can't forget those tributes to industry legends.
Always so touching.
They remind us of the history, the passion behind these games we love.
For sure. For sure.
And of course, we got to mention those top secret hush hush announcements.
Oh, yeah. We'll tell you more later teases.
They got to keep us on the edge of our seats, right?
It wouldn't be the Game Awards without them.
So true. And that's it, folks. The 2024 Game Awards all wrapped up. You're now in the know, ready to tackle the future of gaming.
Absolutely.
So tell me, what stood out to you? What are you most excited about? What games are you adding to your wish list right now? Let us know.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
This is just the beginning of the conversation, so keep those gaming fires burning.
And get ready for an incredible year of gaming.
Until next time.
Yeah!